Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about Trump and the largest tax hike in history. One of Trump's aides made quite the announcement. He said Trump's import taxes, the tariffs, quote, are going to raise about $600 billion, about $6 trillion over a 10-year period. That would make Trump the biggest taxman in history. That's not hyperbole, and it doesn't matter how you count it. By percentage, the largest tax increase in U.S. history was the 1942 tax increase to pay for World War II. In today's dollars, that amounted to about $200 billion per year, a third of the $600 billion being projected. If you want to go dollar for dollar, the biggest projected tax increase was alongside the Affordable Care Act. That was about $500 billion. Hey, at least that's closer. Oh wait, that $500 billion was over 10 years, whereas the $600 billion from Trump's tax is yearly. Remember, companies aren't likely to eat $600 billion in new taxes on their products. They're going to pass a lot of it on to us. There's a big problem with the administration talking points on the tariffs. The administration has convinced their supporters that the tariffs will generate $600 billion in revenue and cause factory jobs to come back to the U.S. It can only do one. Either the factories don't come back and we pay the cost of the tariffs, or they do come back, in which case there's nothing being imported, so there's no revenue. Senator Mark Warner commented on the announcement, saying, quote, "That is a tax. That money doesn't come falling out of the sky. That money comes because these products will go up. Americans will pay more. We're talking a $700 billion tax. It insults the intelligence of the American people when he's saying the government is going to collect $700 billion a year and somehow that's not going to show up in costs." We had a couple people ask why he was saying $700 billion. Because he's adding the auto tariffs, which are expected to be about $100 billion. I hate to ask about the elephant in the room, but I do have one question. If taxman Trump's policies will actually bring in this much revenue without crashing the economy, why are they looking at cutting Medicaid and children's health insurance? Let's be clear on something else. $700 billion is about 2.5% of the country's gross domestic product. That $700 billion is going to add to the cost of a massive portion of our country's finished goods. I do not see any way for an additional $700 billion in cost to be added to products without it driving up prices and being inflationary. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.